All right, checking my chickens. I think we're doing pretty good. How's it going? Afternoon, everyone. Doing pretty good, Just filled up a little bit of water here. All right. Space Nifty, you're here. You're here. All right. What's up, everyone? My name is Brent. Welcome to Wicked Minis. How's everyone doing today? We are going to be working on Adrax. We're going to hammer this out. Big brush. Yeah, we were just working on some sourdough, and then now it needs to proof for 3 hours or around there. We're gonna have to probably check it probably every hour or so just to see where we're at. MD, what's up? How's it going? Mr. Danny, how's it going? What is up? Wait. James, how's it going? Making a big old glowy old hammer. I'm gonna make a super glow hammer. I know, I'm late. Always late. Well, we were working on the sourdough. And so we were kneading that thing until it gave us our window that we needed for sourdough. I've been working on this sourdough starter for like 14 days. It took literally like 7 days to make the starter work. And then I did it like another 7 days of, now that it was like actually like growing. It took forever for it to grow. And then all of a sudden it's like working now. And then I was like, all right, let's do the sourdough. So I fed it last night. And then this morning it doubled up, so we were ready for it. So I started making the dough. And then, so now we have like the dough all mixed with the starter and everything. And then we were kneading it all up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Follows over on the YouTube end. Thank you. But, so yeah, so we were making the sourdough. The boy was actually doing it. It's over in my Discord in the food section there. You see him like kneading it. Again, thank you so much over there with some love over there on YouTube. Thank you guys. A little heavy metal. Heavy metal. Dude, you scared me. You need to give me a heads up before you start doing that because I'm painting you, doofus.
Hi, guys.
So the boy was sitting there working on the dough. And so now it's sitting there proofing right now because you got to let it like sit and rest and rise. And then we got to mess around with it again and then put it in there. Oh, can you do me a favor? Can you give me some ice water in this? Oh, he scared me. Freaking doofus. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of fluorescent orange. Thank you.
We are proofing sourdough.
Yeah, so we're making our own sourdough. Wicked sourdough. Like everything's like homemade sourdough. Like it's gonna be awesome.
Homemade sourdough.
Yeah, it's like everything was all the way from starter. Like it took me a while to get the starter to work. Like it was a pain in the butt. We wasted so much like flour just trying to get sourdough to work. It was crazy. It was pretty intense.
I managed to get it in the last little bit of time.
Yeah, and then I'm like, man, I got to stream, but we had to stretch that dough out or knead it. So we were kneading it, and then we got it to where it was getting.
It was like a perfect window.
Yeah, started doing the proofing window. And so now it's proofing now. So now we got it all sitting in there proofing. So that was pretty cool. Holy smokes, that thing's like super bright. It's a lot brighter than what I'm painting. Look at that.
I was like,
it's nuclear. Like nuclear. There you go.
damn.
Looks a little bit better.
That's like a super bright yellow or orange.
Oh.
That's orange. That looks like yellow.
No, that's yellow. That's orange. What's up, what's up? Shoot, yeah, so yeah, we got Adrax that we're going, Adrax. Pretty sure that's what his name is. We're sitting there working on Adrax, get this guy all going up. Get his little molten hammer going. I think we should probably do the... But yeah. Give this a minute to dry, and then once this is done, we have to work on the cape part. That's why his whole back section is missing. We still have the cape to do and his backpack. But we got most of the cape done.
Anyways, I'm gonna be heading out now.
Yeah? You out of here?
Yeah.
Not gonna paint with me?
No.
No? Yeah, we got the cape that goes on there. We got the back side of the cape all done, but I didn't want to mess around with this hammer until I got get the hammer completely done, and then I can start working on this piece. And now I'm just gonna wait for stuff to dry. Well, actually, while it's drying, we'll sit here and work on this part of the cape. We're using old Army Painter purples. Doing a little alien purple. A little oozing purple. And a little toxic boils for highlights. Now, these things are old, so. Painting on a vortex mixer, so that's the sound that you're hearing. Happens when you have like 500 bottles of paint. Gotta mix them up. All right, now I need a little bit smaller of a brush. I'm gonna go, I'll hit this little 0. Still gotta kind of work all these little scales. Yeah, so this will be our first attempt ever making sourdough, so I'm excited. What's up, Smoke? Yeah, they do. That's GW's tactics right there. They're really good on that fear of missing out. They do that stuff all the time. Yeah, they sell out so fast. Like some of them do, not all of them. But that one was like a really cool Kill Team box though. Those Night Lords Raptors look excellent, plus some more different kind of posed figures of the Sisters of Battle or Adeptus Sororitas, however you want to go about that. Very cool. Like it's very, very cool. But that's how it works with everything. Like even now, you guys are looking at the pre-orders for next Saturday. Those are all the Battle Force boxes for the Chaos dudes. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And they'll sell out like immediately. Like I think every one of those things are great boxes. So Yeah, they and GW got that all figured out. That's how they're able to. Their marketing is more of that fear of missing out stuff constantly. So they'll know they'll sell their numbers because they'll make a little fancy box. You save some money. It's not like you save a whole lot of money because I think they're like. Because, like, how much are they selling those for? Oh, I need to fix this. I need to fix this. I need to put the part 2 in here. Look at YouTube always being a pain in my butt. Finish those. Okay, that's out. Now we open up another one. Nope. Another cap. Right there. Sisters Army, that would have been a good box to get start, plus was gone before I looked in. That sounds just about right. That sounds about right. $145. Worst part is that GW is getting worse and worse on their boxes. Like, well, a lot of times, like, I like their boxes because they always give you like a couple pieces of like kind of rare terrain that they put in them, stuff like that. Those ones had brand new models for the Night Lords. Like, those were like brand new models for the Night Lords. And dude, yeah, they do sell out fast. Yeah, they sell their allocations out really fast. Then the other hand too, the other offhand is that probably a lot of scalpers on top of that too. Because they'll take those and then they'll sell those things for a mass amount on eBay. Which that's a real big pain in the butt as well. This is where to build the Sisters Army. Yeah, it would have been a good starter for the Sisters. But a lot of the things with the Sisters, a lot of times you'll see a lot of Battle Force boxes for Sisters. Like, I think they were like trying to get rid of like the one Battle Force box of Sisters didn't like pick up a huge amount of popularity, and I think you still can pick them up from eBay with a pretty decent price. It had like 2 rhinos. The 2 sister rhinos, and then it had like, shoot, what the heck was in that thing? I just remember the 2 sister rhinos, and it had like Sisters of Battle in that thing, and then like regular like Battle Sisters, and then I think it had like the Repenchas that were in there. I think it was a pretty decent box, And especially like now, because it was like it didn't pick up a big popularity of selling out. So everybody was trying to get rid of those. So I think you could pick up one of those. Well, at the time they were like 170 bucks or something like that. Let's see if we can find some. No, okay, so they kind of raised them a little bit more. They're like 204 bucks. No, it's not horribly bad. Like a $200 box. You get 2 penitent engines. And you get the Argo flaglants. And the Repenchas and the 2 penitent engines, and then the 2 rhinos. I thought that was not a bad box. And then the other one, they were always asking for so much for the other one. But the other one was pretty good too. There's so many of them that are trying to get rid of those boxes. Kind of hold on to them for a little bit and see if they'll give you a deal on them. Because the other one was like the Ordo box, and the Ordo box was like really good too. I think they want too much for those. Yeah. Anyways. Crispy, yeah. Always will be there. But then when they're not popular boxes, and they're trying to get rid of the boxes, that's when you can kind of score a pretty good deal, because those boxes are like $250, and then now they're already selling them for like $204. So it's not even bad. Even with the 15% off, you still have to buy those boxes for like $225 or something like that. So with them being 200 bucks is not a bad gig. Especially when they were originally $250 for those boxes. So that's like 25% off. Pretty close. That's not bad. 20% off. My big problem with selling on eBay is that I have to raise the prices on my stuff so much because eBay fees like suck. Like they royally suck. Especially when I'm just like a small store. Now bigger stores and stuff like that get like bigger eBay stores and stuff like that like get better deals. But my little tiny store, eBay store that I got, man, they just soak it to me. They're like 15% full face value. It's crazy. And full face, that means like they even sock it to me for shipping too. So it's like if it was $10 to ship it or whatever, or $15 to ship it, it's full face. So they'll take all of it in total and then hit you with 15% full face value. It's a lot. So like my combat patrols and stuff like that, like they're relatively expensive just because I have to make up for the 15% they keep taking from me. Oh my gosh. At least they didn't have too many scales on this thing. So it's not horribly bad, but boy. Giving each scale a little bit of love here is a bit much. The football championship games are going on today, right? Pretty sure they are. I think the one game's already happening. Slowly getting the kids into it. The 10-year-old likes Ultras and the 7-year-old like Blood Angels. They got free single minis from GW store to build and paint. Nice. That's nice. My son was in it for a little bit and then not so much anymore. I try not to press it or anything on him and stuff, so I just, when he wants to come and hang out. Like little itty bitty scales they put here. It's kind of annoying. So tiny. But yeah, that's awesome that your kids are in it. Hopefully they stay like wanting to do it. A little bit better there. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of this and then I'm going to mix some white to it. And now we're going to get some finer works in here. Dylan R, what's up? How's it going? If they still have interest, then we can look into expanding to more units. Absolutely. Okay. Did you get warned or something? That's something new. Probably going like a little overkill on these, but But I gotta make this thing look awesome, so we gotta give the little extra moment on these. Now I'm trying not to highlight all the way around the scale, just a bit. What's up, Antifreeze? How's it going? I was wondering before entering the chat. I was never aware. No one's ever told me that, so. Or maybe they did and I forgot. I never really see it. Like all caps is like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I didn't know that. It's hilarious. I'm working on this cape for what is this? Adrax. This is Salamanders. This is the cape that goes on the back here. I already did like the internal part. And then we just gotta do the external part here. Get him posted on here. Yeah, and then these things are part of the sculpt. Yeah, there's like little itty bitty scales everywhere. We're just emphasizing them a little bit more. And then we'll get back over to the molten hammer. I was waiting for it to dry. Actually, probably a good idea for me to go and try to finish up the rest of it. It needs more fluorescent. It needs more orange. This wasn't really fully dry with the white, and then it kind of mixed a little bit, and then it turned into this, whatever the hell we got going on here. Nope. Started talking about white, dip my brush right into the white. I appreciate the follow, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, it looks super bright on camera. More bright than it actually is. This thing's like ridiculous. First part is I gotta get the hammer kind of up to par, and then we can put the cape on. Then we can sit there and add a little bit of glows if we want to on the armor if we would like, if we want to. We'll see how it goes when we get there. But it is very bright. And I'm hoping to finish this guy up and then we'll be good for today, and then Tuesday we'll work on the other salamander character. This is Votan Histan. however you want to say his name, and then we'll be working on him on Tuesday because I'm hoping to have this dude done today. There's not much to him left. I mean, we just got this. We got the base to do as well. But that'll be a glowy mess as well. All that lava or whatever. Like he's standing on a big old piles of lava everywhere. And then get these commission pieces done. And then we're going to be working on Fulgrim. Here's another commission piece. We're working on Fulgrim, and then another one. These are all commissions. This one's commission. The Salamanders are commissioned. My armies are Blood Angels and Black Templars for Space Bros. But I'm a big Chaos fan, so I like Chaos a lot more. But yeah, these two here, these are all going to be. These are two commission pieces here. Fulgrim and the other piece for Emperor's Children. Those are all commissions too. Next. And then this thing here, I took pictures of this thing. And this is that's in a Bright Hall. Yeah, I got the photo booth over here. And then I do have it where it lights up. Super bright with the lights, so it's hard to do justice, but I guess if I turn off the lights here, I guess it will glow pretty good. So yeah, I have it all hooked up with wires and stuff through the back here. Yeah, with these lights here, well, yeah, the lamps that I have back over here, this is what I used to have hanging over here when I was streaming. Then I got this thing from Game Envy, and I've loved this thing ever since. Because these things put out a lot of heat. And then that thing, this one here is a lot nicer. I like it, gives me a nice, good amount of light. And then I put those other ones up for moving the arms out and stuff like that, and then taking pictures of things. Really stinking tired today. What the heck is going on with me? I'm working on multiple things at once so I could be done with minis. And then I finished up couple Necron models. I do that off camera. I'm trying to get rid of all the Necrons that I have, so I've been putting those on my eBay store. And I'm almost done with all the Necrons, which is kind of nice. Getting closer and closer. There was a lot of Necrons. Once Necrons are out of my hair, it's going to be so nice. That like clears out some room. I'm still kind of buried. But it is nice getting rid of like actual whole factions out of my house. It's pretty pleasant. And then I thought I got rid of like all the Death Guard. Like I painted up all my Death Guard models, and then I thought I got rid of all of them. Like I thought I sold them all. Then of course I was digging through my box of crap, and then boom, have like 9 more Plague Breeds. and stuff like that that I gotta paint up and get them gone. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have more of these dudes. Like right when I thought I was all done with like one army, like all of them gone. Then some come out and surprise me. So I've been working hot and heavy trying to get the Necrons done. I should hopefully be done with all of them in the next couple weeks, I think. Because I'm almost down to the point of just having just the HQs to do, which is nice. Got like all the regular infantry dudes, the elite stuff. And now I got I bought those newer LED panels. They were quite efficient, but now 10 years later or so, they're getting a bit old. That happens too. Yeah, I just bought a bunch of little cheap LED stuff, and I was like, oh, let's start putting some lights in some things, and that was kind of nice. I don't do a whole lot of LED stuff, so actually that was my first miniature that I did LEDs, to be honest. And I was gonna do a lot more, and then I was gonna start making some cool like sceneries and stuff like that, and I was gonna start utilizing more of the LED lights. But then that got kind of put on hold too. It's just I just don't have enough time in my life to do all these things. It's hard for me to like work and do these all at the same time. And I'm trying to clear out, like my big one is just trying to clear out inventory. If I can get most of my inventory cleared out, that'd be nice. After Necrons, I'm gonna be working on like Custodes and Dark Angels. I don't have many of them, so it'll be kind of a nice little victory lap. If I can get these out. Still never really made time for myself to actually go, and I finished up my Imperial Knight Army. Like, got a lot of commissions? Not really. I got, what, 4? I got 4 of them to do, and they come and go. Most of the times I'm selling most of my stuff through eBay. And then when commissions come around, it was nice. Like I did a handful of them last year. But it's not like a big old long amount. A lot of people asking for commissions, but then I don't ever get responses back. What's up, Devon? How you doing? Almost. Need to work on a little bit of grays on this, but other than that, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Watching all the snow come down? No, you're getting hammered with snow? No, it's been about 6 to 7 inches steady. That storm is beating everybody up there in the Midwest and East Coast. Well, I guess maybe the lower Midwest, especially the lower Midwest and East Coast, is kind of getting hit. Because I don't know how well it is up in the northern part of East Coast, like Wisconsin and all that kind of area. Like, yeah, 2 people get in a commission spot, but they never send me an order. Yeah, like, you know, I have a handful of them that, like, send me this huge list. Like, how much would it cost? Like, these are huge lists. Like, they're, like, full armies. Which I'm thinking that probably a commission painter himself asking me how much I would charge, like, for full armies. And I'm like, well, this is how it's going to be, because it's not like you're painting just a couple miniatures and stuff for people. You're like painting like a full out army. Oh my, it's gonna cost this much. Yeah, and I'm almost feel like they're just kind of fishing for, you know, they're kind of like fishing for prices and possibly probably a commission painter themselves, so they kind of know. But it's like crazy. They'll be like, yeah, I need like one was like Salamanders, which I don't mind painting. Like I'm like I don't mind painting them. Like it's not that big of a deal. But they're just like it was like a massive amount of like they're like, oh, I need like 10 intercessors. I need 10 what do they wanted? They wanted like 10 terminators. They wanted like 6 or 9 freaking blade guard vets. They wanted 2 impulsors. They wanted, I mean, it's like a full 2,000 point army. I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, dude, like, yeah, yeah. It was like crazy. It was a huge amount. It was just tons. And then they were like all the character models, like the ones I'm doing right now. So they wanted like all the character models. They wanted like I think it was like 10 intercessors, a whole bunch of the flame dudes, the lamenters. I think they were lamenters. Whatever the flame dudes are, they wanted like 15 or like 20 of those dudes. It was a huge list. It was just massive. It was like, if you add it all together, it was like 2,000 and like, it was like 2,100 points or 20, yeah, furnace squads. It's like, I think it was like 20 in furnaces. 6 or 9 blade guard vets. It was like 2 impulsors. Like a bunch of stuff. It was just tons. And I was like, well, hey, it's gonna cost this much. And it was like, oh wow, man, what the hell? Oh, like it was like 2,000 points, man. Like 2,100 points, 2,200 points. I was like, it was a lot of figures. I was like, why would you ask if you were gonna be like surprised by like how much it was gonna be? I'm like, dude, you literally dropped like 50 units, like 50 miniatures in my lap that you want me to give you an estimate on. And then you're like, and then they're like worried about like the turnover rate. And I'm like, well, the turnover rate, like I paint miniatures relatively fast. Like I'm a lot quicker than most, right? And I'm like, well, my turnover rate, I could probably give you a whole army. Probably take me about a month and a half to give a whole army like that, like a full 2,000 points. Because I've done it before. Like I've done 2,000 point armies relatively within a month and a half, 2. If we were getting into like detailed stuff, like it could take me up to 2 months to do. But yeah, it was like, yeah, it's like, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like, I can turn them over. And then it was just like, oh, wow, I didn't know it was going to be like that much. I'm like, why would you ask? Like, seems like if you want a commission piece done, like, you'd be like, hey, how much would it cost? Give me a couple characters. You know, a couple characters. Like, what would you do for, like, 2 characters or something like that? You know, and, like, actually going through with it. But anytime anybody like throws me big old lists now, I'm just like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Yeah, like I'm like if you're serious, I'll give you one. But if you're not serious, I'm not gonna waste like breaking, because they like I break it all down. Like this is how much it's gonna cost for Terminators. This is how much it's gonna cost for Inferno squads and all of this. Yeah, it's funny. I get a whole bunch. Like he has, I've watched it. Yeah, like I did the 2,000 points of Flesh Terrors. We did those in 2 months. I did the Necrons. We did that in about a month and a half. I want to say it was like a month and a half for the 2,000 points of Necrons that I did for my army. Then I sold both of those, and then it took me a little while to do the Imperial Knights, but we did all that freehand work on all the Imperial Knights and stuff. So that one took me about like or 4 months to do 2,000 points, and then I had to add another set of 3, and we did those on stream, so that was like another month worth of nights that we put on there. I figured I didn't want to break anybody's bank, you know. I was like, I enjoy painting them so much, so I figured that my prices ain't too overwhelming. Yeah, full-size Titan with Army. Oh wow, you got like a full-size Titan? Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, it's awesome. I don't know anybody that would ever send me a big giant 2,000, that's $2,000 of model that you're gonna send me. Yeah, the guy just needs to buy a used Army. Yeah, if you're like something like that, like I think they were kind of either fishing prices or someone that was a commission painter didn't really know how much to charge for miniatures, normally send me stuff. And I feel like that's what it mostly is. But yeah, most of the time you could probably just buy a full beat up old Army if you wanted something super cheap. Just buy it on eBay for 500 bucks. Pay for a buddy, but I take too long to paint anything. Yeah, and like my speed just came with time. Like it started just going really fast. Like I think it was Teals that was always telling me that I was like a remarkably fast. I didn't think I was that fast. eBay, does that make any decent money? You gotta be prepared for yourself. Like how fast you can turn over miniatures. Also gotta remember that eBay takes 15%. So they take a 15% cut off of your sales. So you got to kind of keep that in mind as well. So it's pretty much like however you got your miniatures in the first place. So most of the time I'm always getting mine on like, 15% off or 20% off or whatever time I'm trying to look for good deals for like Battle Force boxes and stuff. So normally when I got like a bunch of Battle Force boxes and I'm painting them all up, you're trying to make up for what you paid for. And of course your time too. But that's if you're actually like working. Like this is like a hobby for me, so the time doesn't really matter. I like to actually like show how my art pieces are in comparison. And then like what's your turnover rate on the miniatures. So yeah, never been on eBay. The 15% is just too much. It is. So you gotta, when you're doing that. Oh, what's up, Grabber? Ayo. So when you're doing eBay, you gotta make sure like what you're planning on putting for a miniature. So normally, like what I like to always do is whatever like the GW price is. Like I'll just tell everybody because I don't really care. So normally I get GW price and then I double it. So that's what I do for most of my miniatures. So if the unit was 60 bucks, I normally throw it up there for 120. So like you'll do like 120, sometimes 130. If the difficulty on the miniature is pretty difficult and you're actually like giving it like a solid paint job, like it's like all these like intricate detailed shit all over, jack it up by a few bucks, And then the other thing about the eBay thing is that it it won't sell right off the jump. Like normally you'll put those things on there and you just wait it out. Like, and then it'll have its moment. Like you gotta, don't get too into the game of getting people discounts and stuff like that. Cause it'll always tell you on eBay, like it always tells you like, oh, give them promotions and stuff like that. But that's cutting into your cheese. So I'm like, nah, I keep them like at the lows that I'm accepting, and I really won't drop them down any more than I really need to. And then you're just gonna have to wait the game out. Like, I had orcs on my eBay store for, like almost over a year. Like, that's how long it takes. Because you gotta wait also for the popularity of the faction to rise. So all of a sudden when they did the Grotmis, the Grotmis thing or whatever, and then they gave like a new detachment for orcs, and all of a sudden orcs just like picked up this huge hype. All my orcs sold. Like it was just like gone. They all just disappeared. But they were literally on eBay for damn near over a year. before they sold. So you got to kind of have that long game. So that's when I decided to start the eBay store instead of just doing it individually myself, because all of a sudden they start adding all these stupid fees to you. So I just decided to pay like the $5 a month for an eBay store, just like the minimum one, because I don't put out enough units to go any higher than that. So I pay like $5 a month and I have a store, so then they don't have to constantly hitting you with fees every time they're reloading them up back up every 30 days or whatever. When they have to re-up the listings, they'll charge you like a few cents every time, but that adds up over a year, right? So I just decided to get the store. It eliminates those, and then they can get you into when you're being like, if you can sell like over $1,000 consistently and sell like 100 units of stuff, then you can get like a recommended buyer or whatever, a little dailyo on your eBay. And that helped out tremendously, but I lost it because the last like 3 months I didn't sell anything. So it happens, you know? So yeah, so you just gotta keep in mind like what the value is. I'm painting these things up for like tabletop standards. So here, I got a couple here. I just finished these yesterday. So I just finished these. So these are the Canoptic Reanimators. All right. I just finished these guys. So I just finished them all up yesterday. Just gave them a wash and everything else. They're freaking awesome. I think they look good. They're based. I'll be varnishing them over the weekend, and then normally I already varnished like 4 units yesterday, and so I'll be putting those on eBay on Monday. These are another 2. I have 2 of these guys that are all done. Just finished building a Gundam kit. Nice. Working on decals now. Working on Adrax for Salamanders. He's a character model. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, they're going on that, but I don't know if you're going to do that or you want my box. I think Sarah Elizabeth wants the box. I didn't know if you were going to get a whole nother box. I was wondering if you guys want my Emperor's Children box. It's practically the same as that box that's going on for pre-order for Saturday, Tavon. It just doesn't have the demon prints. It has the Lord Exultant in it. So yeah, let me know, because I'll sell you that box. It was the Army starting box. It has everything that's in that Battle Force box, but it had a codex, but I sold the codex out of it, but I'll sell you all those miniatures. Yeah, so yeah, I think she sent me a message too that she wanted it, but I just don't want to make sure that nothing gets mixed up between both of you guys. But I do have the Emperor's Children box. It's exactly the same as that Battle Force box. It just has the Lord Exultant in it instead of the Demon Prince that's in this current one that's going to be going on for Saturday. So yeah, just let me know, because then I can get rid of that box. Because I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I'm going to paint Emperor's Children. I was like, what the hell am I doing? And if you don't know, and then find out, and if you don't want the box, then that'll be another box I'll throw over. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I figured that's what she wanted, so I'll sell you that box. Because that one's the Army starting box. It just doesn't have the codex, and I'll sell you all the miniatures. Yeah, dial, it's like, it had a little bit of complexities because I had a learning curve, because now I've been selling on eBay for the last couple years. So I started learning a little bit more on the eBay deal, because before, when I was originally starting, I was cutting myself down and I was only making like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 bucks off of each unit. Now it's like I'm making more than that off of the units, and they sell and they're nice. And so, and my other thing was like shipping and how you're going to do that and all that kind of stuff. So, then like the shipping boxes, and then that's like a hunt. Like I always have to like hunt for shipping boxes all the time. See, before, like I was able to get like these boxes. They were bigger. They're like a 4x8x4, and then now they're 8x3x3s. So it's just like, and you're always hunting for them all the time, because everybody's trying to rob you out of perforated cardboard boxes, because you want them like super thick so you can ship them really good. like super good. Like they're hard and they're hard to go. And like they're hard to crush. And I'll go through boxes all the time, but then you're looking at those for like how many can you order for a certain amount of cents per box. So you're looking at like 20 cents. So everything that you're doing is all added up to the main goal of like your product that you're doing with the shipping and everything. So there's things that you gotta just think about when you're doing it. But I order enough where it lasts me like 6 months or freaking 9 months or whatever. Yeah, I'll talk to anybody about if they're planning on selling on eBay. I got a lot of info on that. But yeah. I'll finish up these little dudes while I'm at it. Yeah, because then, like, you know, I was like, you start printing them out of a printer. So you're printing them out of a printer, then you're cutting them out, and then you're taping them on the packages. And then eventually I came down the road where I just bought a shipping label printer. And it's like freaking awesome. They're relatively cheap. You buy like 500 shipping labels. It takes you like friggin' 3 years to finish off 500 labels because I don't sell enough to be like burning through those like crazy. They're nice. They barely ever go out, like the little ribbon things. They don't like ever burn out, you know, and they just sit there and just boom, boom, printing out print. You stick them on the packages. I buy padded envelopes and get the cheapest padded envelopes I could possibly find. I'm an Amazon hunting dealer right there, getting boxes, padded envelopes, stuff them in there relatively good, stuff them inside there, bubble wrapping things now. Inside these little boxes, so I have these little boxes, I bubble wrap them, then tissue paper wrap them, stuff them in here so they don't move around, but they're tight enough where they can move, like expand a little bit. So none of the models get broken. I've shipped them all over the world. Seems like I haven't had any issues. Like I've sent them from Germany to Norway to Australia to Canada to Mexico and everywhere. Well, it kind of is. Well, I enjoy it. That's the thing. Like, I still enjoy it. Like, I enjoy it. I love painting the miniatures, so all these other things are pretty small, but, you know, but then it's not like you're selling everything every day either. And then also the things I like about commissions too, because it doesn't mean that they have to actually, like for me, they don't necessarily have to like pay me in cash either. They can give me miniatures. I don't mind doing trades for paint jobs. And I like doing that too. Get me started with like a down payment of some miniatures. So it's just like that's like awesome. You know, I was like, okay, so you want to give me some miniatures for some paint jobs? I'm like, any day. That's how Space Nifty got his towel. I mean, he gave me miniatures in exchange. I'm like, absolutely. I do that all the time. You enjoy the shipping part? It's not that hard. Like, I got it down so much. Well, because I always had to do the end of the month giveaways. Because like that thing I showed you that was all lighted up and stuff, this is this month's last Friday giveaway. I just took a bunch of pictures of this thing. I posted this thing on the Squigmar Open. So this one's going in the Squigmar Open. And I was like, screw it, I put it in the Masters. I was like, well, we'll see how it goes. I might get the finger, who knows? But you don't know until you do it. So the hard part about when I was uploading the pictures and stuff is that you can only have 1.5 megabytes. Like 1.5 megabytes for pictures, and so I had to like cut so much just to get that miniature in there for the competition. Like it's hard to get like an overall. dealio. So that was something else. But anyways, but yeah, that one there, last Friday of the month, that was for my sub appreciation giveaways. All the subs there have an opportunity of winning it, just because they keep everything kind of running pretty nicely here on Twitch. I'm trying to do the same thing over there on YouTube, but I need a lot of followers over on YouTube, or over on YouTube is subscribers. But that's why I'm like live streaming, because that's the only time that I have to give for Twitch and YouTube is this for now, until I can come up with something a little bit better for YouTube. But it's working. I'm gaining, and it's doing pretty well. So that is slow destiny grind, but it's working. And then once I get enough on YouTube, I'm hoping to be able to have 2 different, it's gonna suck. That's why after I get done with this schooling trash about the freaking HVAC stuff, so I can change out my furnace and AC unit, because I'm not paying anybody anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. They want like $20,000 to replace both my units. I mean, they still work. It's not like they don't work. But I found that that was such an absurdity that I can go to school for cheaper. It's only 5 classes, and I can learn everything I need to do to take the furnace unit out and AC unit out and put a new one in, charge it up, all that kind of stuff. So after I'm done with that, I'm almost thinking about going in and going back to school and start learning computer programming and software programming, because I want to make a new chat bot. See, the problem is that chat bot doesn't really work very well for multi-streaming. So with a multi-stream, you have to run 2 different chat bots, one for Twitch and the other one for YouTube or whatever the hell you're going to be doing, right? So I feel like I should go in and start doing software development and computer programming, start taking classes for that, and do my own chat bot where I can actually add all this crap in there. Like, it's fun, go for it. Nah. Like, I think I'm pretty confident that I can change out a furnace unit. It's the AC unit that I'm like questionable about. So that's why I'm just gonna go to school, grab those classes real quick, and just do my own stuff. They want so much stupid money, man. It's killing. It's like 20 grand. I can go to school and order the units that I need for under 10. So I was sitting there, I was like, dude, this is so expensive that what they want from me. It's brutal. It's brutal. So that's what I'm doing. I start school on Monday, actually. Started with 1 class. We'll see how this goes. It's been like freaking 20 years since I went to school, so. Like, I'm off. Have a nice school day. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. But yeah, I feel like if I just go back into school and figure out how to computer program and write software, I want to make my own chatbot that will have those in there where you can do multi-streaming with different kind of currencies and all that kind of stuff. I think it would just be freaking awesome. Then I can add my own like games into the chatbot, so you can actually like utilize like great spin wheels. Like, we have just trash spin wheels. Like, no one's coming up with like great spin wheels or anything. They're all just sucky spin wheels. And I want some cool spin wheels and stuff like that. And then I'd like to actually have something where I can have the chat bot accept freaking channel points, kind of like how you use your channel points for Blurp. I should be able to use a function like that through the chat bot where you can actually use your channel points, and we can do like things like I can make like certain like games, because technically channel points, I don't have to worry about channel points because you guys automatically get those however you get them by chatting or hanging out on the stream or whatever. It's just something that Twitch like gives you. And the stupid things that you do with them is like, you know, you can highlight your stuff, you can do whatever, all this kind of silly things. But I feel like we can make it even more interesting by actually introducing them into games. So I feel like, you know, what's wrong with having a little like channel point blackjack or like a slot machine or whatever, and you can like bet your channel points, not your honor credits, not like your in-stream currency, but you can actually do your channel points, and then you can just kind of utilize those and like spin them how you please. I don't think that you'll actually like, I don't know how it would be able to win you back any, but I think it'll be a lot more fun than sitting there and highlighting your freaking things and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out like new ways of like what you can do with them. All right, let's take this big old freaking glowy old hammer that we got going on here. All right, so we need to take in the white. Taking like the center of all my panels. Even these little panels too. Like all my panels, I'm gonna just sit here and just make big old giant squares out of them. Squares. Like center mass of glowing. These. Like that. Let's take this and water it down a touch so I can actually get them in the recesses here is what I'm trying to do. Try and get those in there. Hey, what's up, Rosie? How you doing? 7-7 with the Patriots Broncos. Okay, I knew that was going on. The championship games are going on today. Where do they have? Is it over in Denver or no? Because Patriots have the seat, so it's over there in New England, right? So they're dealing with all that snow and nastiness. Is it a dome over there? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Does New England have a dome or is it snowing on them? Oh man, this thing's like snow blinding me how bright this thing is. Freaking awesome. Super glowy hammer. And they always look like hot garbage when you're working on them. It's now when we start adding the reds in there. And then the blacks. Now I'm gonna take, yeah, this hammer's gonna turn out really cool. It always looks like hot garbage at first, and then it's gonna turn into like this beast of a creature here. It's gonna look all molten. The molten comes like, you get all your highlights all put in there, you get it super bright, and then you're gonna slowly start integrating the darkness all around the edges, lower spots with the two pieces meeting like all your panels, so you're going to be like outlining like all your panels and stuff like that, and then you'll start tracing all the panels in black, and then that's how you're going to get it all like super dark and really nice looking. Feed itself. Then we're going to do the molten thing on the bottom here too, and then we'll slowly integrate OSL on things on here. I don't want to take up too much OSL on the miniature because the miniature looks really nice, so I don't want to like eat up too much of that. Okay, let that dry for a minute. Actually, we'll let that sit there for a second. I'll be right back, guys. I need to check on that dough real quick. We were making sourdough, so I have pictures in the food thing on Discord. Here, I'll show you guys. So, go into food. Go into intermission. You can see that was my boy. He was working on the sourdough right there. So I already did the starter, and we have like 14 days of starter. A 14-day starter, so, and then we'd integrated it into the dough, and he was working on this. Trying to get it kneaded in there real well. And then now it's proofing right now. So we're gonna go and take a look at the proofing. I'm gonna have to look at the proof, just make sure it's not doing something I don't want it to do. So I'll be right back, okay guys? All right. I know you guys are enjoying me licking peanut butter right now. Mm. Need a little something. We're getting a little weak around the middle. Peanut butter just sucks the moisture right out of you. All right. Next one, a little fluorescent yellow. I almost feel like I should do a different yellow. Yeah, he looks good. I like it. I like it so far. I think it's coming out somewhat like it's supposed to. All right, Now I gotta mix the red that I want to do. We'll use the burnt red. Because I think I might mix both of these together. We'll see how this works. I'm gonna mix the burnt red and the fluorescent orange together. I'm gonna wash it down just a touch. Wash it down just a touch. And you're back. The power's back on. You've been losing power. Teal was out for about 2 hours, back up and running like a kid hopping on catnip. Yeah. You took the dog out? Took the dog out and showed the freaking brutality of everything. Guys got some ridiculous wind chills. So hard to see this. I have to edge it so I can actually see the edge line on here. I can't see it. Yeah, you guys are getting hammered with that. Like, it's cold today, but not like what you guys are getting. Posted some pics down. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's some serious friggin' snow. It was negative 47 the other day here. Oh my gosh. It's becoming a new normal for us. Got like an inch of ice, and so the trash can's frozen shut. Neighbor had a few trees tumble in his yard. Yeah, it's so cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys got some serious friggin' weather. Some crazy weather. I've literally got zero weather. I got nothing. It's been nothing but a drought where I'm at. Nothing but a drought. Everybody just got drought. I am droughted. Adrax, appreciate the follow. How's it going? Hey, your dog wants to go out in it? Well, the dog has all that fur. It's like, oh yeah. There's all that fur. My dog likes the snow too. shaking off next day. Little stinker dog. Getting there. Yeah, my dog don't like the rain. My dog hates the rain. Loves the snow though. Freaking dog, dude. Dog is awesome. Look at that. So happy. So happy. Dog freaking loves it. Absolutely loves it. Oh, little stinker. Just loving life right there. Just loving life. Absolutely hilarious. Freaking love it. I love it. Dog's so happy too. Just, oh, dog's so happy. What's up, Adrax? How you doing? Yeah, you see the dog just out there just loving life, right? The dog was just like, oh, this is so awesome. This is what I was built for. Like I spell how I paint. Next. A little bit of coal black. Now this one, we're just gonna block everything in. Rosie gifting the sub. I appreciate that, thank you. He posted a abdominal snow dog. Yeah, dude, that dog is just coated. Look at that, it's adorable. The dog is loving it too. It's like, oh, I love everything about it. Yeah, you guys are getting some serious snow. Oh, the dog. That dog, I tell ya. Especially in fast drying. I'll be high on fumes soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We've all done that. Sometimes accidentally, sometimes on purpose. Man, it's tough to edge highlight with black, I gotta say. All right, so now oh no, not drop you in paint after I just did all that work. I need to do something about something, and it's a something. You watch Sisu? Was it good? I don't think I've actually watched like anything. I just been sitting there just watching anime and no one wants to talk about that, so. Oh, it is really good. Yeah, free Rin is awesome. Yeah, because now they have the second season that drops. What do they have? Like Freerin, the second season. It just started doing the second season here pretty soon. Like just the last couple weeks. And like Jujutsu Kaisen. Freerin's awesome. Yeah, like what the heck were we watching? Like Sarah really liked it too. There was a couple things that we were watching. Sarah was enjoying them, and now I can't remember what the heck they were. I don't know, like my wife's been watching like a bunch of stuff that has like lovey-dovey nonsense. She's like Love is War. She was watching that one because I don't know, for some reason she's really liking that one. I think there's like 3 seasons of it. I think she liked watching the Duke of Death and His Maid. She really liked that one too. And of course, I catch her all the time rewatching Apothecary Diaries. I can't believe how much she likes Apothecary Diaries so much. She just watches it over and over again. Yeah, I still catch her. She's sitting there like, I'm watching all Apothecary Diaries again. I'm like, she's like, I can't wait for the next season. She's watching it over and over and over again. And then, God, what was the other one that I was watching her watch? And then I know it was the Love is War, and then she was watching that. And then the Death Duke and the Maid, she was watching that one too. And then, and then she was she liked Orange. We watched Orange together, like Orange, like the actual Orange. Spelt the same way too. She was watching that. That was actually really good. Actually, I would actually have to say that was good on my end too. I thought it was a really good story. It almost had like a P.S. I love you kind of vibe to it, if you want to say. It was like letters that were able to be sent back in time, and when you were younger, you got these letters, and you were able to change things because of a friend of yours, childhood friend, and what ended up happening to the childhood friend later in the when they were adults, there's no longer around, and then they sent letters, and then crazy enough, it flashbacks to when they're kids and about what they can do about that childhood friend that they didn't know about. Like the things they just didn't know, and so kind of went in that direction. It was good. Like, I thought that one was like a really good one. And then she watched most of is it 4-Year Eternity or 2-Year Eternity? Eternity? Something of Your Eternity. And that thing's a heartbreaker. That one will quench your throat a little bit, because that one's a little rough starting out. Like, you start that whole one, and that one's pretty sad. Like, it's sad through the first season. It's very emotional for the first season. Yeah, Freeren's good. Like, Freeren's good. Like, I like Freeren. I'm waiting for all the rest of it so I can binge watch the second season, because the second season's out. And then I watched like an itty bitty, because that first episode of you gave me that other anime too, and I watched like a few minutes of it, and I was like, oh my god, this one's really good. It's like Banished to Be a Hero, or I can't remember. something of that one. I can't remember. It's just a brand new one that just came out, and Space Nifty gave me that one too. And I was like, dude, that one is actually like really fucking good. Like that one's really good. I was like, oh, I like that one. I feel like this one will be like 1,000 times better after I wash it. I need like a darker yellow or something to fade out this. I'm trying to think what the heck that anime was. Thinner left. There it is. Used up the thinner already. shoot, I don't have it with me right now. I gotta grab it. Working because Corn wants it. Yeah, free run's really good. Well, we're giving that a minute. Before I get too carried away on that, let's start working on this craziness on the bottom. It'll work better if I don't have the cape on. There's a lot of bold titanium white. Feed up inside the cracks. gotta fix a minute mess that I created. Yeah, so GW trying to friggin' hurt my bank account by friggin' releasing those Battle Force boxes. Next Saturday, I think I want those I think I want the World Eater. I want that World Eater box. With all the blood letters and stuff in them. Yeah, that was Sunday's reveal. Yeah, so now they're releasing those Battle Force boxes. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man. Yeah, the Thousand Suns box is a nice box too. Like, it really is a nice box, I gotta say. Throw down a little bit of Payne's Gray. Don't need a whole lot. Wow, you guys say they announced the Battle Force box before the Corsairs and the Custodes, so assuming they'll probably give it a little bit more time on those. I don't think they had a battle. Did they have a Battle Force box for Custodes? Yeah, because like the reveals. You know, this thing was it's coming first in a new Battle Force box, so that's the Battle Force box of Corsairs. Red Corsairs. And then these are the Raiders Battle Force box. So the Eldar Corsairs are a Battle Force box. That's such a great box too. Then that's a battle group for Horus Heresy, so those are always the same thing. So if it's going to be the Custodes, and if they're making them Horus Heresy, then the battle groups are the same as a Combat Patrol box. So those will always be around. Okay, so those don't have anything but just lore crap. So yeah, so they're a battle group. That's just the heresy battle group. So they're like the heresy combat patrol boxes. So they'll always have those. Yeah, the preview was like weeks ago, so then we got those and the kill team, and then now they just announced those Battle Force boxes, which those are awesome. And a whole bunch of other crap too. So you get, I want to get this box right here. I want all these juggernauts. But they're all good Battle Force boxes. And they're bringing back the newer Marauders. Cataphractic Terminators. The Breacher Squad for Heresy. And the Cataphractic Terminators. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So yeah, the Custodes are gonna be a box of the Heresy box. And then those Heresy boxes are the battle group are the same as like Combat Patrol boxes. So they'll be around. Yeah, they won't be limited run. The 40K rules may come out. Yeah, I figured it'll probably come out later. Well, actually, most of all those dudes are all the same. They would just only have to add the one tank that's not part of the Custodes that just got newly added. So they always had the other, like, whatever tank that they had for Custodes, but they have a second tank that they got. So that's probably the only thing that's going to be added into the 40K deal, though. How many armies don't you own, Dart Rosie? I know, exactly, right? She's getting as bad as me, guys. She's getting as bad as me. Before you know it, she's gonna be like, I got 16. She'll be like, the only armies I don't have is Necrons and Tyranids. I don't wait more. Yeah, but you're not supposed to follow suit. That's the thing. I keep telling you guys, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. It comes with, like, great amounts of depression and debt. For now. For now. I still way more. That's true. Like I almost got all the Necrons done, so I won't have Necrons. And then I need to get that little batch of Death Guard done, and then I'll be done with Death Guard. So that'd be 2 armies I won't have. I got a little bit of Custodes. I got quite a bit of Custodes, actually. I think I probably have a 2,000 point army of Custodes. Right. I got a bunch of them. I mean, not nearly as many as Necrons, but yeah. So yeah, I got let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 6 of the bikes. All right. And then I got like dozens of these little dudes with the trigger happy finger, with the triggerless. Well, the trigger's actually down here. Were they complaining about the new ones not having a trigger? I forgot to look at that. Yeah, so they were making fun of these guys because these are the new ones now, and they're missing the trigger. They don't have the trigger down here. See, it's like you have that weapon, and then it comes down, and then it has their triggerless gun. They're thinking that you need to twist it right here. Guys, in the whoops. Yeah, it's funny because they have these things and they don't have triggers on them. And maybe they are twisting the staff so it can shoot. Or GW completely forgot the triggers. Because these ones here, the trigger's right there. So these are like the older ones, so it's like I got a few dozen of those dudes. Then I got the Terminator looking guys. Pretty sure that these are like the big Terminator dudes. I think I got like 6 of them or something. You see, like I got the ones where they have swords and the shield. And then I got a bunch of the Sisters of Silence, or the witches, or whatever they call them. I think I only got like a set of 10 of these. Broads. So it's really not like a whole bunch, but I think if you like add them together, you don't really need a whole lot of them, and then they turns into like 2,000 points pretty quick. So yeah, I got a batch of these that I'm planning on painting up. And then the Dark Angels, get the Dark Angels done, and then the other one's done. That wraps up those pretty good. Like it really wraps them up. And then Admex will probably follow suit afterwards. And then that'll be it for... Got rid of quite a bit of army. So I'll be Necron-less, Death Guard-less, Custodes-less, and Dark Angels. So that'll be 4 armies that I'm actually like exiting out. Oh, and then the rest of my Emperor's Children are all gonna be all gone. So that'd be 5. Tau is gone. I don't have any Tau anymore. I got rid of that other box. So Tau's gone, that's 6. So that's 6 armies I don't have. I don't have any Drukhari, that's 7. I got rid of the Drukhari that I had. I only have 1 Drukhari character left, that's all I have. This is the Ginger Girl. And then, but I have everything else though. I still have Tyranids, I still have Orcs. I was trying to get rid of them as much as I could, but boy, it's hard to get rid of them. It seems like I just get rid of as many as I can. Like, do I? I think Tavon has more than 4. They got Necrons, Tyranids, Death Guard, Salamanders, Drukhari. You have 5. And Grey Knights. That's 6. Oh, and you still have your Ultra Bros? So yeah, you got 7. That's Sarah Elizabeth. Now Sarah Elizabeth has her Orcs, Tyranids, and Dark Angels. No, like actually Tavon actually has his own separate army because like the Tyranids of Tavon are the Behemoth and Sarah Elizabeth's are her own custom with the brown and whatever cream color. Yeah, so 9 armies between 3 of them. And then like 9 is about right where Darth Rosie's at. It started with 1 and ended up as 10 down here. You don't share the Necrons? Oh, you took on a separate Necron army too? Okay. Oh yeah, they have like 10 armies between both of them. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So far. So far. 1,000 Suns is right around the corner. 1,000 Suns. Oh, there's a little custody plate. Try not to lose it. Oh, you don't have the Necron army? Okay. It's good stuff. It's fun. It's fun because I obviously have a problem. I got even with getting rid of these armies that I don't have anymore, I still got like 14 armies. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I tell you. And that's still not even including Age of Sigmar and stuff. Like, I have no problems admitting that I do have a problem. Clean hobby space, man, I wish for that. Mine's a friggin' disaster zone all the time. I wish. I can only wish. Three. Three. There was an accident, and the worst part is I can't fix it. Like, I keep sending them, like I was gonna cut one out of it. Like, I was gonna cut one out, and I'm like, I'm stuck in it. Like, I keep sending them emails. I'm like, because I don't have my subscriber number. Like, the big one there is like your number, and I don't have one. Or if I did, it was an email that I never received or whatever, and I can't log into it. And I keep sending them emails. I'm like, hey, can you guys send me this thing? Because I'd like to actually like cut one out. I like to have two, and I'm stuck with three, and they won't send me anything back. So I'm like literally stuck with three of these things. Like, I've tried. Like, I send one like once a month for them to try to send back to me. I send it out, and then they say that they responded to me in the website account that I can't log into. So I can't even cut one out because it's getting kind of expensive. I was like, oh, I think I can cut one of them out. I can't even get in there. I can't log in. It just keeps taking money out of my account. I can't stop it. Like, I can't stop it. So, and then Ashette Partworks, freaking, they send it to me in French, which they think they're clever, because my wife is French speaking, so that there, and Google Translates can translate stuff, but they say that they send me in my account how, like, the answers are in my account, and I can't get into my account. Yeah, you have several armies, but don't want them. Don't want all of them. Yeah, I didn't mean to get all of them. It just kind of happened that way. The hype got crazy, and then all of a sudden I have all of them. And then now I'm working on getting rid of them. I'm working on getting rid of them. I still want to paint them though. I still think they're cool. And then that's all because of thanks to this stream. Like, this stream is the big one here. Like, before I was just all chaos, and I didn't like any freaking thing besides chaos stuff. And then I started painting on the stream, and we were painting all these different characters. I mean, I'm painting salamanders, for goodness sakes, you know? Like, I'm painting so many different kind of units and stuff like that, and they've been fun. They've been a blast. I've been having a great time. It's like, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it like crazy. But, and then that's kind of what started this whole fiasco. Oh, no, I screwed up. No, I didn't screw up. We'll stick with this. I thought I screwed up. I didn't screw up. Right there, I thought I screwed up. But yeah, so once I was on the stream and we were painting all these different kind of figures and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, well, you know, let's keep rocking it. And then I got a little too carried away with buying too much stuff through the editions, and then now I'm making up for it. But it actually started some new things. Now I got so much crap that it started like my eBay store and things I never thought I would be doing, you know. I already have everything set up for what's going to get painted next. Got Fulgrim all primed and the other miniature all primed, and we're just going to be doing tons of good stuff here. Tons of good stuff. I don't like that fluorescent yellow. It's just too much. I want this watered down. Too much crap. But yeah, the worst one is that Hachette Partworks. I cannot get them to cancel my third subscription, and so I've been stuck with that third subscription. So it just means that I'm just getting a lot. Like I got like more orcs, more Tyranids. I was like, oh my gosh, I do not need any more of these. Then I figure that probably down by the summertime that the Combat Patrol, no, the Spearhead one for Age of Sigmar will come out, and I think I might do that one. That'd be kind of cool. And then like stop buying like new boxes coming in, just kind of stick with just the magazines. I had myself to stop at 3, but I just need to check the dough real quick because we're making sourdough, making homemade sourdough. And I just need to check to see how the proof looks. So when my thing screams at me, we'll get back. Because I like to actually have the cape on this dude and everything. And looking relatively decent. Before I want to call it quits. So if I can really like finish up this model, it'll be pretty nice. We're almost done. We still got the backpack that I have to do. I like to get the base, like the glow thing on the base done first. Get this thing mounted, the cape on there, and then I can call it quits for today. Because I need to fix the seam line that's gonna happen. Cape looks pretty good, right? I think the scales came out really pretty. Yeah, cape looks good on both sides. Like, I think it looks really good. I just need to get this freaking nonsense done. And once this nonsense is, it needs a second coat, but it needs to dry. Something up with this fluorescent paint. It just doesn't want to freaking dry. Now it's screaming at me so I could go check out my, I need to check out my sourdough real quick. Because I need to finish this base so I can get the cape on there, and then I have to seam the cape, and I want to give it time to dry because I won't be able to work on it when it's drying. And this cape is the one. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Let me go check that sourdough real quick. You need to see how that proofing looks. Alright. So, I'm not sure. Doesn't look like the dough's doing what it's supposed to be doing, so. So the Patriots beat the Broncos, huh? They're going to the Super Bowl, huh? Oh, it was 20-7. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Dang. Dang. Oh, it was 10-7, or okay, so it was 10-7. The second half unplayable. Golly. Yeah, I was figuring since you guys were getting snow so bad, and they don't have a dome, so they're getting weathered hard. Finally. Oh, and they played in Denver? Oh, I didn't know that they had to go to Denver. I thought it was in New England. Oh shoot, okay. Was it really freaking weathering that bad in Colorado? I didn't think it was bad weather there. Dang. Dang. I had no idea. Well, I guess they are getting a little bit of weather, huh? Just a little bit, huh? It started snowing in the third? Okay. Because I'm like, I guess they did get just a touch of weather there. Like, it's the only little bit of weather they got. Because it would have been nasty if it was held in New England, man. That would have been a freaking mess. By the end of the third, it was horrible conditions. Fourth, it was worse. That's interesting. I guess the other championship game, that's what, Seahawks and Chargers? So I don't know if it's going to be played in LA or Seattle, but still, those are better. No passing, punts were like 30-ish yards at most. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just all running game, huh? All just running game. Wow. It's all a running game. Okay, so they're gonna be up in Seattle. Okay. Think it's gonna be New England and Seattle? I need green putty. I need green putty. Need a little bit of green putty. Yeah, this one's a commission for Tavon. This one and this one here. They're both the salamander ones. Need this to. Need this to dry. It's taken 100 years. Still so super wet. Grab some company heroes for Vulcan. Yeah. internal stuff to freaking dry so I can put the yellow in there. You got the blade guard vets for Adrax here. Yeah, it was cool. I got to get this thing like set. Once I get the white in here, the yellow, work a little bit of the gray for the base. Sunshine there. Strength 8 or Strength 9 orbiters against O target +1 to wound. Any flamers or melta. The theory crafting idea. Hell blasters. I think hell blasters are always good. I think like hell blasters are always good. I think hell blasters are probably the most universal unit that you can have in every army. You know what the crazy thing is? I got like hundreds of freaking space bros, and I have like no hell blasters. None. 0 hell blasters. War dogs on a 3+, yeah. Yeah, they'll blast a hole through those big dudes. Like, those big dudes will get smashed up. If you did an overcharge with Strength 9. Oh, 4+ though. It's not terribly bad. We just did normal. +3 if it's an O target. Oh, yeah, if it's an O target, okay. Yeah, if you did an O target, it'd be 3+ instead of 4. That's not bad at all. Like I said, they're a very versatile unit. There's something weird about this fluorescent paint that's driving me kind of bonkers right now. Like literally the top part here is like all like relatively dry. wants to stop. Figures. When you silly fluorescent paint don't want to dry. You never want to dry. I'm ready to get the stinking cape on. Just doesn't want to do it. Like I literally put like 2 layers on the lava rock part and everything before this fluorescent paint just does not want to dry. Super annoying. I think it'll look pretty cool with this on. But see, I need to fill this crack in the middle here. It's a big pain. It's a big pain here. Do it without this being done. Golly, I'm gonna have to freaking hit it with a hair dryer or something. Things are just not drying. I needed to get it to dry. Because after it's done drying, then I'm gonna stop. That fluorescent paint takes forever to dry. That's better. Nice grief. It's taken like 100 years. All right. Something like that. Still got lots of time for this. Okay. Driving me bunkers. See, like that paint dried in like seconds. So much better. Okay. That's so much better. one. What do we do with that? One things. Cap. My brush. I don't have to trace it all with black. It's easier. Okay, now get this crap out of here. And this one out of here. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do here. If it's going to come out of here or not. Add any more. Okay. Yep. Now gave me a little squeeze of green right in there. And then I need something here. That works. Perfect. Oh my goodness, I don't even have my glue. Alright, hold on. Okay. Now we can finish up. Hooray! brushes. Bye, honey. Have a good day. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I got that maxed in. It's green putty. Yeah, green putty, so then I can put it in there, press them together, and then with water, you can sit there and kind of melt it away. So now it's all in there. What's up, Dirk Matthew? How you doing? We're gonna have to add some more red to that hammer. We're almost there on that hammer. But I'm like, this is a good stopping point for me on this because I have to wait for that part to dry completely. So I need to wait until the next time we do that. So then we can finish this and then start on the other one here relatively soon. Yeah, this one looks good. Not too bad, not too shabby. It's a space bro. It's not too bad. Like we're up together relatively good. Let's see, I think we only did like what, 2 streams? We still gotta do the backpack though. And then I realized that the backpack should have been black, not green. So he gets this backpack that goes on him. But the backpack needs to be black. And then we gotta do the flames. So he has a bunch of flames up here too. So, yeah, I screwed that up. I need to repaint this thing black. Actually, we'll just do that now. Both of these things need to be black anyways. Get this thing back in here. I'm gonna fire up the air compressor and let's shoot this thing black. Do this in like 2.5. 2.5, and then we'll close up shop. Yeah, easy fix, easy fix. I didn't pay attention. Didn't pay attention. I thought for some reason it was green. But nope, I need flow improver. Not thinner. A little bit of water. A little stirry stir. Get these things back to black, and then okay. Don't have to worry about dealing when we start working on Vulcanistan, and then we'll be all set. Perfect. All right. I just gotta remember to rinse out my airbrush, if I can remember. All right, and then that's gonna have a black backpack, and then we get the black backpack, and then the flames. This thing will be done by next stream. I think we need to add a little bit more red into that hammer and take a little bit more of that black out. So I'll start working on that a bit. And then we can get this thing going where it needs to be. Not a half bad gig. Still a cool looking miniature though. Alright guys, I want to close up shop for tonight. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me tonight, this afternoon. Alright. Yeah, don't look that bad, don't look that bad. We're almost there. I just gotta get the backpack, but we'll finish that one up on the next stream. Like, I still need the... I gotta get this thing looking a little bit better. A little bit better. Needs to be a little bit better. Alrighty guys, yeah, so thank you guys for coming hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate everybody coming here. Give me some follows, subs, resubs, gifted subs. Thank you guys. I do appreciate that support here over on Twitch. Over there on YouTube, I appreciate the follows over there as well, or subs over on that end. If you guys are watching this, make sure that you're liking the video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate that as well. I really do appreciate that, so thank you. Thank you. Trying to make that Destiny grind to 1,000, so every sub over on YouTube helps, so I do appreciate that, so really do. Let's see here. You can also go over, shout out to the sponsors above here on Twitch, or you can go on my Discord, exclamation mark Discord. You can go over to the sponsor affiliate links. You're more than welcome to use those links and discount codes as much as you like. Also, if you guys want to support the stream too, with my eBay store, exclamation mark eBay. Most of the miniatures that I paint here on stream go over there. You're more than welcome to look at that and support the stream that way by buying some of my minis. Let's see here. And what? Got socials, exclamation mark socials. You guys can follow me over on Instagram and stuff and such. You liked it on YouTube, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think that's it for my spiel. Like, thank you guys. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with me on this Sunday, especially a football Sunday. So it's always appreciative. Always appreciative. All right, refreshing myself up. I think we're gonna go over and yeah, you're all excited about the Patriots. It's good for you. I'm happy for you. Let's go to Paints. I'm gonna go right over to Paint, see what he's up to, see what he's working on. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming hanging out. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Until then, see you guys later. Bye now.
Wicked_minis just showed up with 17 viewers. Hope they